It's an industry that transports more than 3 million people a day. It connects cultures and is integral to global commerce. It brings jobs to countless people across the world. However, as important as air travel is, few realize the significance and complexity of aircraft maintenance. Maintenance is the least known or understood part of the aviation industry, but planes can't fly without it.
The modern transport airplane today, it's really a very sophisticated machine. We're dealing with a lot of different technologies that are deployed in the airplane itself, and it's that kind of brings the whole safety, reliability, comfort, and operational performance that we enjoy today as a traveling public.
One thing that many people don't know is that airlines contract much of their maintenance to highly specialized companies that do nothing but maintain, repair, and overhaul aircraft and parts. That's why the aviation maintenance industry is known as MRO. While there are a number of companies that specialize in heavy maintenance, working on the whole aircraft in a big hangar, most work takes place off the aircraft at highly specialized facilities that work on specific parts or components like landing gear, avionics, auxiliary motor units, even seatbelts.
Airlines can't afford to have every single piece of equipment being maintained by themselves. So what they do is go to professional maintenance operations.
Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Curana. Tonight's topic is careers in aviation. And joining us still is Christian Daniel Rivera. He's the president of DPR PATS. Joining him is Leanne Jean Libao, AMT student, aircraft maintenance technician student. Joined by Christopher Alegria, aircraft mechanic candidate. Yes. So, Chris, and of course, Christopher and Leanne, welcome to Philippines Uncut. Now, that video we saw, yung video na nakita natin, talagang, that's typical no, of what we really see, what we don't see behind the scenes. Sabi ko nga, sabi mo nga, sa isang Airbus, it takes mga 50 to 100 people to just keep it maintained. No? And what people don't see, coming mga consumer supply, is that so much work really goes to making sure that the aircraft is safe, airworthy. No? Yeah.
So basically, how the maintenance work is by the hour. How many hours did the aircraft flown? And in each of these intervals, there's a check that you have to perform just to make sure that this particular aircraft will keep on flying safely and transport people in different places and even cargoes.
And you said like after a certain number of hours for some parts, automatic. But you either change, inspect, change, or replace. Huh?
So sometimes even if you don't use an aircraft, because as we see it, not just big aircrafts, there are small aircrafts that's also flying. Even if you don't use it, there's such a time that you have to replace it, even though that particular aircraft is not being used. Yeah. You just install it, and then it's been there for a year or something, that you have to replace it immediately, just to make sure that it will remain safely in the sky.
We'll talk to you two guys who are embarking on yung career nga sa aircraft maintenance. We have Christopher here, who is aircraft mechanic candidate. So malapit na. Malapit kaming certified AMT pala. AMT. Aircraft maintenance technician. We have Leanne, who's AMT student. Let's start man with Leanne. Leanne, itong pinasok mong linya, yung aircraft maintenance, bakit ka pumasok dito? Talagang mahilig ka ba talaga sa aeroplano or aircraft maintenance? Bakit itong pinasok mo?
Kasi po bata pa lang po ako. Nagtataka po ako, bakit kaya lumilipad yung eroplano? Then, nung high school po ako, sabi ko, nung bata pa ako, gusto ko talagang malaman. Then, sinabi ko po sa dad ko na, gusto ko po na take yung AMT for my stepping stone to become a pilot. Then, pumayag po siya, nakunin ko yun. Kasi, madami pong opportunities, then, maganda po ang course na to.
Oh, and sabi nga namin off cam, sabi ko, very important yung role ng aircraft maintenance technicians, because sabi ko nga, before we came on cam, you can have the best pilot in the world. Yes. Pero kung yung team mo ay hindi masyado magaling, di ba? So it's a bigger risk than having a so-so pilot but the aircraft is tip-top, no? Now, sinasabi nga namin yung opportunity sa industry, and I told you nga, Chris, earlier, sabi nyo nga in our first interview that the industry is growing.
Yes, that's correct.
Oo.
So basically, a lot of aircraft or airlines are acquiring more aircrafts. They're ordering more aircrafts on Airbus, ordering on Boeing, and you can see our everyday news that these two big companies are supplying a lot of aircraft. So more and more people will be needed. A lot of people will retire in the Philippines. A lot of people will go abroad, work abroad. So what's going to happen in the airline industry in the Philippines? A lot of people will be utilized to keep this aircraft flying in the airline industry here in the Philippines as well.
And for career prospects, like young guy like Leanne, anong year ka na?
First year po.
So you have how many years before you finish? A 4-year course to?
2 years.
2 years lang. So after 2 years, you can now approach our Global Creacts program for possible placement nga in the MROs of airlines. No?
Yes,
that's how it works. No?
Yes, that's how it works.
And in Singapore, I understand Singapore is the regional hub talaga of MRO,
Yes.
aircraft MRO. And apparently, ang daming Pilipino na nagtatrabaho doon.
Actually, they have a lot of job orders of Filipino, because Filipinos are well known for the qualities, good qualities of keep on working, not even counting how much time we have spent. And there's a dedication. Just what we have said, is it in our blood? In aviation, there's a certain excitement that even though you keep on doing the same job over and over again, in Filipinos, a culture, we will do our best each and every time that we do this.
I understand 70% ng AMTs
from the Philippines.
sa Singapore are from Philippines.
Yes.
So ikaw, Leanne, yung dream mo ba is to work perhaps overseas?
Napag-isipan ko din po yan, pero parang pagka-graduate nyo po, para pong mas masarap muna magtrabaho sa bansa mo eh. Kasi
Very
di pa
good,
po.
very good.
Pero, dito ka nagmula.
Pero yung dream mo talaga ay maging pilot.
Opo.
And so, what do you think about that, Chris? Yung approach niya na
Yes.
AMT muna, and then with eventually moving and earning his wings.
Yes, basically what the law requires is at least you're a 16-year-old, you can do the pilot training already, and it can, if you have the fund.
16, so you can actually
Yes.
fly at 16.
Yes, you can finish until PPL, no, and then you can of course take the CPL at 18 years old, commercial pilot. But even if you have the fund to support it, what's going to be your career? Who's going to hire you at very young age? So basically, when people inquire on us, we want to become a pilot, we give them advice that if this is a good stepping stone for you. You will learn how to maintain an aircraft. When you get inside when you sit at the pilot seat, even just the sound, you have an idea if there's something wrong with the aircraft. Because you're going to fly it. You're going to carry your life. You're going to carry the life of the passengers. So it's a plus thing for you. And just what other graduates that we have who became pilot, they have a certain career first as an aircraft mechanic that they use as a stepping stone before they become a pilot and earn a lot of hours while flying, while maintaining aircraft, and eventually become qualified to become an air transport pilot.
Definitely. And from a layperson's point of view, sa akin lang, Chris, Leanne, mas kampante na ako kung yung piloto ko ay aircraft maintenance technician pa. Di ba? Siyempre, the more you know about your aircraft, the more you know about the equipment that you're on, the better. Di ba? Kumbaga, hindi lang you not only know how to fly it, but the ins and outs na mas kabisado mo sa ibang piloto na maybe who don't have that extensive training, no?
Yes, that's right.
Now, kasama naman natin dito si Christopher.
Yes, sir.
And now you are an aircraft mechanic candidate. So, ibig sabihin yan, you went through the 2-year course already.
Yes.
Asan ka nagtapos?
FSI here in Manila.
Okay. So tell us about that.
I was from Bacolod. I finished 2-year course, yet I proceeded for 4-year course here in Manila na. So I became a BS AMT graduate. So when I was a fresh grad, actually ang hirap makahanap ng work. Kasi grabe na nga kasi yung
Competition.
Competition,
Yes.
grabe. Kasi nagbo-boom na yung industry ng aviation. So when you apply, first thing na, syempre, di naman natin masasabi lahat hindi tumatanggap. Kasi may iba namang companies na tumatanggap ng fresh grad. Pero swerte-swerte lang siya.
Siyempre, when you apply for a company, the more experience you have, siyempre,
Yes,
pagalingan
mas
na
better,
diba?
yes.
Pagalingan na ng resume yan eh.
Yes.
Ng track record,
Tama.
diba? So, siyempre, yung mga mas may experience,
Mas
yamado.
yamado.
That's the name of the game. Kahit saan ka pumunta. Anyway, so yung experience mo after graduating,
Well, wala pan siya. I was in job searching, yet walang swerte. Nung, ayun nga, I came to Global Creacts na, how can I say this? Nila, they helped me na mapunan ko yung stepping stone na for for my experience.
And now, asa ka nagtatrabaho na?
Kakatapos ko lang po sa SHA, contractual worker po ako for aircraft cleaner.
Okay. Now, it says here, you're an aircraft mechanic candidate.
Yes, sir.
Ano yung sabihin to? How much longer do you have until maging ano ka? Certified aircraft mechanic?
After I get my license from CAAP.
Okay. And ano yung proseso nun? How long will it take?
As of now, mag-start pa ako. How can I say this? Ilan subjects ba ngayon? 12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
12 subjects. I think there's 12 subjects. Mapasa mo yun. Then there's practical exam. Then you're gonna wait for your license.
Nice. And you know, Chris,
Yes.
Christopher here mentioned CAAP.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the agencies involved. You know, we keep hearing about FAA, CAAP, ICAO. What are these agencies all about?
Well, actually, it's the authority that governs the things that fly us above us. Even the drones, they are being covered by these rules. Because if you do not have rules, people will tend to do something beyond its limits, right? So the CAAP here in the Philippines are the ones are the authority that issues license for the pilot, issues license for the aircraft mechanic.
Civil Aviation Authority of the
Yes,
Philippines.
that's correct. So the program that they have is very good, that they keep on helping people to pursue the career in aviation the safest way. And they keep on trying to make the aviation industry in the Philippines grow. So if I'm not mistaken, they launched the Flight Plan 2020 when we have the Aviation Summit.
Okay.
Yes, the
Okay.
Director General of the CAAP has been very supportive in that. And us as a stakeholder, as an aircraft mechanic school, ATO, and the MRO or AMO, we are very much satisfied on how they handle things. Now, the ICAO is the International Civil Aviation Organization, where if you pass your license, you become a member of this.
Okay.
And how they help CAAP, including FAA and the EU, they try to check if CAAP is doing a good job. And because of that, we were put into Category 1.
Okay.
So meaning to say we can travel in Europe, more flights.
okay,
That's
okay.
why more good aircraft. That's why
Yes.
Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines are acquiring more aircrafts, new technology aircraft.
And the routes have opened already, no? To,
Yes,
to
and
Europe, sure.
yes, that's correct. Because they see that Philippines have a safer sky right now. And it is because of the program of Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines.
So for a long time, it wasn't, the situation was not too good for us, no?
We fall on category 2. We fall on category 2 when we have the audit of different organizations. But after some time, after several years, we went to get that category 1. And they can see that there's no major incidents in the Philippines. And the way they check each industry, each MROs, ATO, they are within the more than actually in the required
Very
they call this standards. So they see that this is a growing industry. And since the ASEAN work together, different countries, more doors are open for the airline industry. They can fly in different places, and more airline industry can also enter the Philippines.
Interesting.
Yes.
Chris, before we end, then we shift to our next segment with Elena. So we'll talk about the flight attendant training program. What advice can you give for students or people now looking into getting into the aircraft maintenance technician job?
First and foremost, aviation maintenance technology is a promising career. You just don't have to maintain the whole aircraft. In the regulation, you have a lot of specialists that you can enter. You can concentrate on the landing gear because the aircraft is so big. So you don't have to think about it that you're going to maintain the entire aircraft. You can be an aircraft painter, a specialist on that. You can be an aircraft cleaner. You can be a specialist on different sides. So they can check on those opportunities, and those each and every aspect of those specialization are supported by a license as well.
Yeah.
So basically, a career that you can pursue when you go abroad. And
It opens opportunities.
A lot of opportunities.
Especially
And-
it's a growing industry.
Yes,
Oh,
even
and-
for pilots, if you want to become a pilot, this is a good stepping stone for you. And if you don't go become a pilot, Yet,
least you've
you have a career.
And you have skills.
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent, excellent. So, guys, thank you very much. And in a while, I'm going to meet Elena, who's in charge of the FA training program. And of course, we'll also say hi to Jackie again. So, guys, don't go away because more Philippines Uncut returns when we come back.